What if I told you that feeling tired and unmotivated have nothing to do with laziness, and everything to do with two hormones most people completely misunderstand? Here's the secret. There's a hidden source sitting right on top of your kidneys that's been pumping out testosterone this whole time, and also a strange enzyme in your body that can secretly convert that testosterone into estrogen without you ever knowing. And once you understand how these two hormones shift across your lifetime, you'll start seeing your own tiredness and your motivation in a completely different angle. So let's get into it. Before we talk about optimizing your hormones, you need to understand where they actually come from. The main sources are pretty simple. Estrogen is mostly produced by the ovaries. Testosterone is mostly produced by the testes. But here's something a lot of people overlook. The adrenal glands, which sit right on top of your kidneys, also produce testosterone. Now, there's also something called aromatase. Think of it like a converter enzyme. What it does is take testosterone and convert it into estrogen. So if someone has very high testosterone levels, some of that testosterone is actually going to be converted into estrogen through this process. Let's talk about how these hormones shift across your lifetime. For estrogen, before puberty, levels are very low. Then during puberty, estrogen basically skyrockets. For testosterone, it's also low before puberty, then shoots way up during puberty. Now here's where it gets really interesting. There's actually solid research in both animals and humans showing that short-term competitive scenarios can cause a measurable spike in testosterone. So let's dig deeper into that. In the animal kingdom, the majority of males in any given species never get to reproduce. Think about animals like elephant seals or rams. The males with higher testosterone levels are the ones that go further, fight harder, and ultimately win access to females. And here's the biology behind why that happens. We have a part of the brain called the amygdala. You've probably heard of it. It's most famous for controlling fear. But more specifically, the amygdala is your brain's threat detector. It sets the threshold for what you find scary or stressful. When testosterone binds to the amygdala, it lowers that stress threshold. Now here's something really interesting. Competition itself can raise testosterone, and this works whether you win or lose. However, winning adds another layer to this because winning triggers a release of dopamine in the brain. Here's how it breaks down. Testosterone drives the pursuit, the seeking, the motivation, the desire to go after what you want. Estrogen, on the other hand, promotes the actual act of sex, particularly in terms of receptivity. So here's the breakdown. For estrogen, it comes mainly from the ovaries and testosterone from the testes and adrenal glands. Estrogen also drops around menopause, and testosterone falls about 1% every year after its peak. Estrogen supports receptivity, and testosterone fuels the pursuit. And in the next video, I'll be breaking down more morning fixes just like these. So stay tuned and subscribe for more practical self-improvement content.